are some of the issues. You know, when you see some of these things, as far as some of us are concerned, this is a package to give an idea that this money must be spent at all cost. This money must be spent, and this money must be shared. So for me, it is important we look at the letter from the president, which has no authority as far as we are concerned. Our authority is, of course, the appropriation at that material time. And I don't know, the chairman of the Agri Committee is here. If you were the chairman in 2019 of that committee, this is also a disservice to the committee, because these are things that one could easily pick it up. Recognizance, sensitization, all this stupendous amount of money, it doesn't go anywhere. These RUGA issues are still on. The permanent secretary is saying, yes, there was a hula baloo about the RUGA herders. Does this stop it? Is it stopped? Eh? It didn't stop. What?
It's not. You are from Kwara State, right? Yes. You are from where? Ondo State. So there is RUGA there. Anyway, I think our distinguished senior colleague has said it all. The president directed and redirected. Of course, the president could do anything within his powers. But as far as appropriation is concerned, the powers entirely, exclusively in Nigeria lie with the National Assembly. And whoever spends a dime without the blessings of the National Assembly in all ramifications must account for that naira. And so, Federal Ministry of Agriculture, as it was then, and rural development, now food security, must account for 3.8 billion naira. We going against the rules of engagement as far as your relationship as an entity with that of the National Assembly.
This was budgeted, appropriately budgeted by the national. As a matter of fact, it was when the budget was made public that the uproar started. So it's not like we just did something. It was a budgeted project duly by the National Assembly. And what I said the ministry was to start implementation speedily. But upon the public availability of this budget, and then people started, saying conjectures and whatever. And when the uproar became so loud was when the decision was made that, okay, maybe you should stop this thing for now. So it's not like we went to do something outside of the budget. No. So it was appropriately budgeted, Your Excellency.
It was appropriately budgeted.
Yes, sir.
But illegally or wrongly utilized.
To their response, with the leave of the committee of that time.
Did you hear them? Again, that you are hearing all of that doesn't mean that everyone in that room that is asking question about the money gives a damn about Nigeria. They just want to be seen, right? To be doing something. So last, investigation is still ongoing. And somebody tells you that Nigeria get future with these guys and with the system that continue to produce them. I don't think so. So we're going to quickly now go to Obasanjo, who had a meeting with some visiting Igbos to his house in Abeokuta. And then this was the man, religion, all that happened during their genocidal war that go on called No Winner, No Vanquish. Obasanjo believed that after that war, the Igbos have been the only ones, the only ethnic nationality in Nigeria that have lived above that the evil genocide by going ahead to reinvest and exist in almost every part of Nigeria. Therefore, they deserve their respect, it says. But here, we're going to go through that now. I think you should possibly just listen to the message. Some of you won't like the messenger, and because you don't like the messenger, you may kind of disapprove the message. Please don't. Just listen.
I don't believe that anybody in this country should be driven away from any part of this country, because this country we own it together. When I was fighting for the war of unity in this country, I used Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba, even though we were fighting against Igbos, not that you should go, but that you should come. And I used Igbo to fight Igbos to come. So if anybody says to me that then somebody should leave any place, now the one way say somebody should leave, now he go leave. Me, I married from Owerri. So what are you going to say? The pikin wey Owerri woman born for me, so it no be my own again. So where will you ask him to go? Huh? When I was campaigning, he was there. Small time now they say I no like it, but I say, me?
We gave him all our votes.
I say I no like it, so I said, how do I deal with this? And the thing was gaining ground. So I said, okay, we go to Owerri. After the campaign, I said I want to meet leaders of thought, Christian clergy, traditional rulers, dignitaries, private sector. I took my son. And my son speaks Igbo with Owerri dialect. So, but he normally doesn't speak. And when I say, why you not speak? Say, so that when they are abusing you, I will hear. So I took him along. After the campaign, we went into a room like this. And I said, look, this rumor, how did it start? And look, I fought the war as humanely as possible. My best friend in the army are Igbos. Chukwuma Nzogu, Mikey Benso. What is all this? The first family that took care of me when I returned in 1959 was Hilary Njoku in your own place. What is all this? Not only do I like Igbo, I love Igbo. Let me wait now. I say, let me show you the evidence. Then B broke into Igbo. So he spoke. I know get here for the language. So he spoke. One of the traditional rulers, he came to me. He said, Mr. President, please forgive me. Betty, you are a rascal. I said, if you say so. Now, but on a serious note, That's what we called you for. I want to learn from you. There may be things that you want us to do that we are not doing, or you want us to delay or hasten. We can give you all the things now. We have halls, we have parking space, we have locked off, we have
Clinic.
we have clinic, we have
Warehouse.
where women we put their children,
Crèche.
crèche you call it. We have warehouse, we have garage, we have it all. We have hotel, both high level and low level. Well, I won't call it low level, I would say hostel. So if there's anything you want to say to me, oh yeah. You see, out there, my experience is that there's goodwill out there. That's number one. Number two, the money to develop Africa is out there. It's there, it's there. The problem is how to get it in. And when we get it in, the problem is how to make it stay in. We will examine, I'm not making promise, but we will examine a number of.
There is more. But there's something I want to say after all of that. Is, it comes from the generation that believes that Nigeria is their baby. And practically so. They were those who fought to keep the contraption together. And in that way, people like him, they live and exist believing that they had to keep this contraption together. That is his own conviction, in a way. And by so doing, like others, his own greed, selfishness, despite the fact that he is considered as the most detribalized leader that Nigeria has ever had. The Yorubas who don't like him, they believe that he kind of favor other people than Yorubas, because to them, it was supposed to be probably a nepotism where it's our turn that Tinubu is doing now. So Obasanjo happened to be somebody who really, during his time, and it was a missed opportunity. During his time, Obasanjo commands not just the local respects, he commands international respects around that time. But he couldn't use that to possibly free the people of this contraption from this enslavement. Rather, he dreamt, in fact, he attempted to be the only slave master that other masters or submasters come to by perpetuating himself in power, because he believed, Obasanjo believed so much that he was the only person, right, that can fix Nigeria. And that was how he lost it. So he was supposed to be a leader that built other leaders, whereby all his ideas, all his legacies, and they will be able to sustain them. But what are the legacies of Obasanjo? Despite that brilliance, when you look for somebody who can actually really detect people with brain, but the brain they have is just so much to use it to further entrench the systemic corruption that favors just few. But wasn't this bad? So it was the guy who was able to go all over the place and snatch the best brains of Nigerians after the military rule. He brought them back. He didn't give a damn about your tribe, your ethnic, or whatever it is, as long as you have something to offer. And he did well until he plunged everything during his botched third term. So he's married to Igbo. And you see that part, remove Obasanjo from the picture. Those who are promoting the bigotry, the hatred that you are witnessing today from both sides, either the Igbos who are promoting hatred against the Yorubas who are also firing and promoting hatred against the Igbos. you will see, like I put it yesterday, these are a bunch of losers. Because if you see families that were created out of love, because it's actually a thing of pride, okay? That in your family, you've got your cousins, your nephews, you've got your nieces, you've got all these extended family members who are all from different branches that makes up the whole branch of your family. Say, I want not today. In Yoruba land, when we go out then for Ileya or Christmas, you get to see people that they will say they just arrived back from the east, they just arrived back from the north, others just arrived back from abroad. Everyone is back with their family. You see Caucasian mixed family. You see the American mixed family. You see all this. You see those who have their own northern family. Everybody comes back home, mixed together, and we get to kind of be like, this family, they are Muslim. This family, they are Christian. But all of us, we are the same family. That used to be a thing. But you see these low lives, low self-esteem, what do you call it? Losers. They want to make it like it's a sin because they want to satisfy their own hatred that is mostly politically motivated, not serving anyone. So what happened to all these families? We have families who are like the both parents, right? They are from two different ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. We have Yorubas who are married to Somalians. We have other Nigerians who are married to other Africans. They have produced beautiful children, beautiful families that are like, then you want to use your tribalism. That is pretty much like the tool of the wretch of the society, the losers of the society. So if you think about all of that, you will see the damages is beyond the stupid supremacy that these low lives are promoting on social media and off social media. So again, take Obasanjo out of it and think about what I just said. Here is the other part of what he had to say to his guests.
To get there to you. The world out there, they are not fruitful. They will just laugh at us. The one we give you before, we think we do. But this is something, and I believe if we pursue it the right way, they can get it. They will want to see our bona fide integrity, honesty, and so I take note of that. Okay. Thank you very much for that. What I want to say to you is that we want to build a Owerri Central Market. It is something that has been contemplated since the creation of Imo State. And for one reason or the other, it has not been implemented. So this young man then decided to spearhead it. And he was looking for an accomplice. So he came to me. And I've known him in politics. He's a man that if I have had my way when I was leaving government, and I could say, look, yes, a southerner has been there for 8 years. Here is somebody, again, a southerner could be there. I didn't believe that. I believed that after 8 years of a southerner, he should go to the north and come again. But if I had had that, he is one man that was qualified. Now, he has decided that we should join hands and build Owerri Central Market and make it the best of its kind in the country for now. Maybe another 30 years, another one will come that will beat it. But the one we want to beat now, no one will beat it. I mean, that's number one. Number two, we needed the understanding and the support of the governor. And the present governor of Imo State is fully with us. The land that has been encroached upon, he has given us the backing. And we are already.
So, with people who are, I mean, those are the kind of people that the Igbos, that will tell you Nigeria cannot break up. They have access. They still enjoy some level of, little protection from the system. They are the easy punching bag, no doubt. But again, isn't that something to call the breath of a fresh air to say, okay, in this world where, it seems like a badge of honor right now to be a bigot, to be somebody who talk trash, who trash talk. People say tribes, people say ethnic, this or that. And I'm talking to all of you who are bigots, okay? In this case, right? Whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, or whatever it is that you are, as a normal bigot, you are. Then you trash talk. You trash talk other people's, ethnic and then tribe, just to make yourself feel better and on like that. So you know that it is a breath of a fresh air. So it's kind of complicated, isn't it? Because ordinarily you will see they are talking about what you know the Igbos mostly with, or mostly for, and that is business. So they are not really yearning to want to be in your politics per se, except for the man that ran for president, and suddenly, all hell let loose. All hell of bigotry let loose. And we are still kind of dealing with that right now. But others just as it is, right? To them, it's about their business and cover that. And as long as that is can still be done, there's no point in like talking about Biafra or breaking up. So those who are the direct beneficiary of the of the consequences of failed government, one, and then the profiling in that same system, they don't like people like that. And I understand you guys, I do. But to somebody like myself, right, it seems like a breath of fresh air to say most of the reasons why everybody want to go their separate ways is because the systemic or the institutionalized sort of injustice in Nigeria, marginalizations in Nigeria, where everyone just feel like, you know what, we are done. So if we see where people kind of still go beyond the hatred around and still show that, we could actually work something there to kind of, build or develop something. I still take that as a breath of fresh air, okay? But that's that. Kolu was in Malabo. You just heard an 82. How old is Obasanjo now? How old is he claiming now? 82, Abi. You just heard 82-year-old man, right? Who spoke clearly. And then it wasn't like you could easily pick all his words, okay, criticize him and, say things you want to say, right? But see, this one is the current, that one don't retire. But you see, this one is the current Bulaba, who was in Malabo just 2 days ago. So he was talking to the supposed his host in Malabo in Guinea. And they were talking about, I don't know, I shall have the copy of this speech. So just before I play this, I'm going to give you a bit of warning. I'm talking about Tifnumbu. Sure you get. So right now it was in Guinea. The heroin trafficking hub of Africa, West Africa. It was there. And they said they were signing pipeline deal. Guinea is, as we were told, Guinea is an oil producing country. They have their own crude oil. Tifnubu said he went to Guinea to go and sign a pipeline deal. So others were just like, I know they went to sign the route deal for their drug smuggling. But this is what Tifnubu told supposed Guinea businessmen. If you can,